Scarpins Avenue.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklarbro Country, the virus edition, a.k.a. the Pandy Pods.
A.K.A. Two Fellows No Saul Bellows.
A.k.a. the Randy Pods.
A.K.A. Two Jews and Two Microphones.
There we go. A.k.a. Randy's mic sounds great, but Jay's mic's bound to break. We changed that.
We
try.
fixed
It's a
it.
mic cord issue. We're trying. Look, we didn't get into this business to be shitty engineers, but
And look,
that's where
here we are. We're
to be below average at technical things, and here we are.
That's what the pandemic has done to us.
We are trying our best.
All we're trying to do is pass on our shitty engineership to you people through our podcast.
And so here we are, and we are here to bring you stories and try and make you laugh a little bit and try and basically just give you that break, that 30-minute, 25-minute break in your day where
I don't know if you're trying to do something where you exercise a little bit every day. Take us with you. Take us with you.
Let us be in your pocket. Let us be in your ears. We love that.
And this is our little way to help you sort of forget that you're exercising.
It's our way to sort through our own stuff. Like things come up as we sort of put these things, stories and outlines and find them and try and say, okay, what does this story represent on a larger, more global issue? And
what am I grappling with when I lay down at night, and how can I infuse that into these stories of craziness?
And that's what we do. And by the way, follow us on, we have a YouTube page, Sklarbro Country.
We're almost at 3,000 followers. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it's pretty good. And
subscribers, just subscribe to it. Look up Sklarbro Country, and we have great videos. We're putting old Dumb People Towns up there. We're going to put episodes of Cheap Seats. So really good stuff on there. Just subscribe and enjoy it. Tool around. It's a great time suck and a great time killer if you're at home, and we're all stuck at home. Let's jump into this first story right away. I can't tell you the next time I will set foot on a plane. Jay and I were just hiking with our buddy Dave Nickel, and he said his son is a senior and wants to visit colleges, and he literally asked us point blank, would you get on a plane and go to Boston? My son's got like 4 days off coming up.
And we both said, oh yeah. And then we both stopped and we're like, no,
I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't do that unless you had like a hazmat. So I was like, you got to wear gloves. You got to wear a face mask. You got to wear an Andy Reid shield
over the top
that's fogged up. Like you got to basically dress like Darth Vader if you're going to go on a plane. And that's the simplest thing. And that's a long flight from LA. So it's just, I don't know. It's crazy.
I don't know if it's worth it.
I don't know if it's worth it. I'm literally sitting here right now telling you I don't know if it's worth it.
Flying today is like having unprotected sex in Thailand.
I mean, you could be fine.
You want to try?
You're probably going to end up with a crazy story and maybe about your adventure. You're going to meet a he, she.
And you might have problems for a while peeing.
Is that the right?
I don't know if that's what you really
transgender. I feel like the most sensible people right now are not flying, so that clears it out for the crazy people.
Crazies.
All you're left with are people who absolutely need to travel, and they're miserable about it.
Or who don't believe that the pandemic is anything, so they're like, business as usual. I'm going out and I'm flying.
Business class is usual. They are the craziest people on the planet.
That's why there are fist fights on the jetways right now.
That's why there are wrestling matches in the exit rows.
It's basically business as usual on Spirit Air.
Yeah, where they don't have business class. And this is basically a lot
of spitting going on at the ticket counter.
That's right. Well, if you needed more evidence to not fly right now,
we're going to send this article to our buddy Dave.
We're going to bring you this crazy-ass story. This, to me, it feels like the air is becoming like a town in Westworld.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Like land laws don't apply in the air.
An area ruled by lawlessness and needless and senseless violence.
Here we go.
And maybe crazy sex. Here we go. A British man, starting out, who was denied an alcoholic drink aboard a flight to Palma de Mallorca, which I believe, is that in Portugal or Spain?
Spain. Off the coast of Spain.
Because he was too drunk, went on a rampage, and what he did, according to a report, it's going to leave you agape.
Wait, so he's already drunk, and he's demanding another drink.
So I know soccer hooligans it's a very British thing, and I read the book, which I highly recommend.
Among the Thugs
by Bill Buford, who is a journalist who went into like a group of supporters, got sort of, accepted into this group of supporters and went around and traveled around with them and wrote a book about what it was like to be among the soccer hooligans. And he got swept up in the violence of it all. They would go to towns and they would basically vandalize these beautiful little towns.
And just beat the crap out of people.
Beat the crap out of people, pee everywhere, drink all their beer. It's just crazy violence and vandalism fueled by alcohol.
With like a tinge of white supremacy.
It feels uniquely British and at the same time very Trumpian. But let me tell you, I hear a British voice, and this is the British bias I have. This is the Anglophile in me.
You're like, a British voice seems more evolved and less prone to some of the violence. Maybe not a cockneyed accent.
Is it cockneyed or hackneyed? They're both terrible.
Right.
Like, even when Boris Johnson is talking and saying stupid shit, and he says it all the time,
right?
You kind of, some part of you are like, he's right?
It's a British accent, maybe. I don't know.
I kind of feel like I should trust him, but you shouldn't. You should always question it.
So tell us what this crazy jerk tried to do, Rand.
Like you said, Cockney, don't know. All right. So this 29-year-old first tried to open a fridge containing booze. That's a bold move.
So is this a private flight? Or
No. This is a public flight.
So he's just in the back. Let me open a fridge.
Open a fridge like he's at his apartment, scratching his ass, looking at what is available to him.
You have to really be drunk to like walk around a plane and act like it's your flat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, go ahead, playa. We'll wait on you to make the decision that you want. The old lady in 12C who needs water to take her blood pressure medication, she'll wait.
She'll wait for you to rummage around.
See if there's something you like in there. And then, this is with this guy. The guy swiped a drink from another passenger before the flight from Birmingham touched down at Palma's airport on the Spanish
reached over,
island.
grabbed someone else's drink.
Swiped someone else's drink. Just took it. Like he was like a monkey at a petting zoo.
Jesus.
Just cribbed it. You know what I mean? Here's my question. What did the guy do who was about to drink it? What's he thinking to himself? You're about to drink a drink and someone swipes it away. What are you thinking? That maybe there's poison in your drink?
I think at that point, this is where
let him have it.
Crazy people are bullies because you just let them have it.
Just let them have it.
You're like, it's not worth it. I don't know what this person could give me.
You're like, I'll get another drink. I don't
need to get into a confrontation with a crazy person. No.
We used to fly a lot.
We used to fly a ton.
And I'm telling you, I've never seen someone invade someone's personal space other than the two people, man and woman, who were fighting. They didn't know each other, and they were playfully arguing with each other.
Across two aisles.
Then midway through the flight, they sat next to each other in a row with a seat in between them. Then they were sitting next to each other, and at the end of the flight, they were holding hands. We're like,
is this a romantic comedy in 3 hours?
Game in this thing right here.
Well, just invading someone's space during the pandemic feels even more egregious than before the pandemic. You know what I'm saying?
I would call that romantic comedy taxing the runway.
Yeah.
Okay. And by the way, in the time of the pandemic, like you said, more of a threat at this point.
Touching down. Touching down could be a good name for romantic comedy.
In-flight turbulence.
Right.
One can only hope that the guy drinking had coronavirus and just pass it along to this guy. Wouldn't that have been great? Wouldn't that have been a nice gift? He's drinking it and the guy takes it. Boom, now you got it.
That would have been justice.
But wait, you thought that was crazy. Just a guy opening fridges and looking for beers and then just swiping someone else's drink.
Yeah.
While members of the civil guard spoke to the crew about the man's actions. So I guess they landed, got to the jetway, got to the gate, and then
pulled on like someone
marshals,
like
essentially
Spanish like police,
Spanish air marshals.
Police. Yeah.
A fight broke out in the cabin.
Boy.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. If you talk about it long enough, it's going to escalate. People on their way to Spain are not going to stand for drinks being ripped out of their hands.
No.
They're going down to Mallorca, dummies. As officers were taking down details of what had occurred. Guys, take down the details later.
Take him out and get the details after.
Take this guy down first, is what I'm saying. They saw a fight break out inside, the civil guard said in a statement. So this must have happened again after they landed. They entered the aircraft, saw the detainee attack another passenger after biting off part of his ear.
Like Mike Tyson style.
Evander Holyfield.
Jeez.
This is such an intimate act of aggression. I think biting someone is the most intimate act of aggression ever. It's like...
Well, people do. It's a turn on for some people.
Right? It's all about, I guess, biting is all about intent. How are you meaning to bite this off? Look at someone's eyebrows, and you can tell if it's an act of aggression or they're trying to be sexy.
If they're normal.
Yep.
If they're
one eye
furrowed,
up, it's like maybe it's sexy. But if both are down...
Furrowed, that's it.
Yeah. You're going to be losing part of your body.
Yeah.
Or you'll be inviting someone else to enter your body. I don't know. I really don't know. He was overpowered and arrested and added, is
Thank
what the guy
God.
said. And hopefully someone Heimlich the earpiece out.
Yeah, because if he swallows
it, what does that mean? Does that make him related to this guy now? What happens if you swallow part of someone's ear?
you're closer than blood brothers, I think.
It's close. You have a piece of them in you.
He was inside of him.
The injured passenger described as the drunken man's friend. This is his friend he did this to.
This is why you do. If you have friends in your life, let me just say right now, I'm talking directly to you guys out there, Randy, if I may have the floor. If you have friends in your life that are out of control and that don't know how to stop themselves,
Now's the time to drop them.
you get rid of them.
Get rid of them right now.
This is like
The pandemic drop off.
this is
Sorry,
like,
man. I can't be friends with you anymore. Pandemic.
Can't do that.
Throw everything at the pandemic. I can't take.
Lou, I got to be safer now. This pandemic has really let me know that like my life is in the balance.
I need both of my ears. We can't hang out anymore.
Drunk friend, you're out of there.
This is when you realize that his friend never wanted to go on the trip with him.
Nope.
You know what I mean? His friend is like
Dragged along, doesn't want to be there.
didn't want to fly right now. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then he got all fed up and let all of his anger out on this guy after he starts swiping people's drinks, and then boom, you pay for it.
You mess with a crazy person, you're going to get your ear bit off.
That's right. We always hurt the ones that we're closest to. Isn't that the case?
True.
That's
True.
who said
So
that.
true. I don't know. Obama.
So his friend was taken to a local hospital for treatment, as were officers who were hurt in the scuffle on the rest. Yeah, if you're a guy fighting on a plane, a lot of people are going to get injured in the scuffle.
Again, physical contact, scuffles with people we don't know if they're fine or not. That is
Trying
not
to
okay right now. That's an act of terrorism. It is an act of medical terrorism.
Trying to take down someone on a plane is like trying to corner a wolf. You know what I mean? You might be able
In
to
a
do
ball
it.
pit at like the Discovery Zone.
You're going to lose an ear probably.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And a lot of other people are going to get injured. Now, imagine if that wolf was really drunk and British.
Yep.
Suspect who was charged with the alleged offense of causing injury has not yet been named. The airline has also not been identified. Why does the airline need to stay out of this
I don't
thing?
think the airline needs to be.
I feel like they
identified.
did everything right,
Yeah.
except, not.
You got to roofie this guy. You got to.
That's the
This
plan.
is the thing. Roofie this dude. Put him to sleep. You know, if you can't put him to sleep any other way,
It's a
roofie
much
him.
more peaceful way to take him down. You know
Right.
what I mean? Roofie him. Worst thing that can happen is he pees on himself. Take out his wallet, slip a couple extra pounds to the cleaning crew, and then they can deal with that there. You know what I mean? While he's out.
Yeah.
While he's out.
Mhm.
My question is, how did the rest of the vacation go between these guys? That had to have been some awkward dinners.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they still got to hang out in Mallorca, right?
I can't hear you. You want to go parasailing? I can't hear you because you ate half of my ear off.
Yeah, like Mike Tyson doesn't have to spend a week with Evander Holyfield.
Didn't have to do that
he
after
did
he
it.
bit his ear in the
He
ring.
didn't have to do that after that. These guys.
I bet they're going to stay friends. And I bet this becomes a fun story that the guy who bit the ear off loves to tell.
And then the other guy shows the ear, and
he
they're
hates
like,
it. He hates it. He hates it. But he's still going to be friends with him. And he's still going to have to tell this.
and everyone just kind of fake smiles through it, like, okay. That's the moment everyone else realizes we can't hang out with this guy anymore.
That's right.
Sorry for you. You seem too far into this relationship. You can't get out.
Well, they love the ear biter because he makes them feel better about their drinking.
Right.
They're all like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm not biting people's ears off.
I mean, I'm drinking.
Yeah.
All right,
I
fine.
knock a few back. Sure.
I peed. I didn't get up to go to all the way to the bathroom to pee.
Sure. I really don't have a great relationship with any of my adult children, but I don't bite people's ears off.
All right.
I'm ahead of the game.
I French kissed a dog.
I don't bite people's ear. Did I bite the dog's ear off?
No,
Dog still has 2 ears.
I am civilized.
There you go. That is our first story. It is down in the books. Oh, yes.
When we come back on the other side
we
of
have
the
to
break.
play one of our favorite games on this podcast. Who's
Who is the worst person in the world?
All right, stick around. You're going to want to find out. This is Sklarbro Country, the Virus Edition. Don't go anywhere. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Tomorrow night, we got the live Dumb People Town. I don't know what the count is because we're recording this on Wednesday. I can tell you that 2 days ago, we had only about 50 tickets left. And we know we sell a bunch on the last day.
They go about 20, 25 a day, so it
we
might
got-
even be close now. So
Couple of couples tickets left, couple of Ticket Plus tickets left. You go
and
to
we will be announcing who will be our guest on November 7th, which is the next one.
musical guest and main guest. I'm so excited about it. Go to eventbrite.com. There are probably a few
We're
tickets
saying
left.
we're excited because we know who it's going to be.
Right. Eventbrite.com. Look up Live Dumb People Town. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, September 26th, 6:30 West Coast, 9:30 Eastern Time. Mike Birbiglia, Mike Doty from Soul Coffee is going to be playing music. He's learning our theme song.
Come on.
I can't wait.
Step aside and let the man go through.
Let the man go through. All right, let's jump into this last story.
Okay.
Once again, time to play one of our favorite games like we mentioned before. Who is the worst person in the world?
Now, we've had nurses who've said that the virus is a hoax and compared that having to wear masks to the Holocaust.
We've had guys take their junk out at Walmart.
We've had people spit
Marshalls. That was at Marshalls.
At Marshalls. We've had people spit on kids.
Yeah. Every time as a human race we think we found rock bottom, then someone bubbles up and
comes from beneath to show us like a new low.
Hey, wait, there's another level down here. It's like finding a secret level in a video game. Oh, yeah, there's another one down below.
We could go lower than that. Enter conservative Texas pastor Robert Henderson. And I'm not even going to yell Henderson, which was a rally cry from our sports podcast, which used to be Sklarbro Country.
You don't deserve it,
You
Bobby.
don't get our Henderson.
Nope, you don't get it.
You bitch. Henderson of Waco's Radiant Church.
I thought it was a racist church.
Sorry. Said Sunday that Ruth Bader Ginsburg died because he prayed for it to happen. Well, looks like Janet Rito murdered the wrong cult leader, right?
Should
have murdered this guy.
Take the old fire thing over.
Should have lit this guy on fire in front of everyone.
And just watch him walk down the street.
Ginsburg passed away Friday at the age of 87. We don't have to tell you that. We were bummed out by that.
I'll say this, greatest liberal justice of all time. I'll put her up there. There is none better.
She is the LeBron James. No, she is the Michael Jordan. She is all of them rolled up into one.
Mm-hmm. She's LeBron James dunking on Michael Jordan. She's that level of where she is.
She died with it.
I'm guessing that Henderson is going to take credit for the cancer that she got.
Yeah, the type of cancer she had.
Yeah.
You're such a good little prayer, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
During her tenure in the U.S. Supreme Court, Ginsburg was an outspoken advocate of women's rights.
As fathers of daughters, you're just like, grow up to be like Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Please. She's a hero to us all.
And so
I want to grow up to be like Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Obviously, if the core of what she was fighting for was everybody's rights to their own bodies and their own choices,
this guy's going to have a problem.
An issue with it. Henderson claimed that Ginsburg represented, quote, a lion spirit, with the court system that God wanted to be removed.
Nope.
No.
She lived a long life and then died. She lived to be 87. That's longer than
If anything, God probably kept her around longer than she should have been.
Yeah.
She kept working until 87.
In your stupid face, dummy.
Henderson said he told a meeting of Washington, D.C. evangelicals that they need to ask for a judgment against the lion that has actually been devouring and intends to devour from the Supreme Court.
God knows what that means. You're not making any sense. Are you speaking in tongues, dummy?
We need to get a judgment against the lion that Paul said God shut the mouth of. I guess you don't need to learn grammar in heaven.
No, you don't.
Shut the mouth
So
up.
she's devouring the court from a 4 to 5 minority? Is that how
you
the
need
court
to get
works?
smarter, you dipshit.
Yeah.
You need to get smarter. And then he said, so I led us into that place.
No, you haven't led anything.
You haven't led anything. You're the idiot who takes credit for the 75-degree day in December, not realizing that that also represents global warming and the end of our world.
Yeah. Yeah. So you get it wrong on every account. You get wrong your role in things and where you are in the pecking order, dummy.
Then he said, well, guess what? He continued. Guess what?
Guess what? What are you, 3 years old?
What are you, 9? Oh, sorry. That's the age of the boys you molest every Sunday after church. Sorry,
That's right.
my bad.
Sorry about that.
My bad. I got confused about that.
Yeah.
Quote, Ruth Bader, as he said, Ruth Bader Ginsburg has passed away. President Trump will establish a new Supreme Court justice. That's no accident.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is 100% an accident.
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate accident.
Henderson said that allowing abortion in the United States was allowing demons to make their presence known. Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the bullets that killed Breonna Taylor that you don't care about.
It's not just about the babies, Henderson said. It's about the blood altar that is inviting demonic powers. Okay. So let me get this straight. You dumb, awful loser who doesn't deserve to take another breath in this world. You're pro-life.
That's why you prayed for a person to die.
Go fuck yourself on the way into the ground.
That's
you
right.
You have to. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. I want to dance on your dumb grave.
That's right. Henderson has been a longtime supporter of President Trump.
Well, that's a surprise.
That's a surprise.
You reap what you sow.
That's right.
We say this, all right? Ye shall be judged by your fans. That is from the book of Sklar 3:16.
Here we go.
We believe that. Your fans tell you who you are.
That's right.
It's such a truism. The kind of person you are, the kind of personality you put off into the world, the kind of people you choose to attract to yourself, they are a reflection of who you are and what energy you're putting out into the world. In
January, Henderson claimed that Trump spoke to him on the phone during a prophetic dream. You mean pathetic dream?
Which I don't think he knows prophetic and pathetic.
Even in your dream, you can't get a face-to-face with this guy.
You had to talk to him on the phone? What a loser.
Yeah. I'm assuming it was a Princess phone landline.
In that fake dream conversation, President Trump asked Henderson to serve as his running mate. And then he said, I knew he wasn't asking me to be his vice president, Henderson said during an interview with televangelist Jim Baker, another loser.
Yep.
But I knew that God was asking me to run in the spirit with him. How sad is that?
Very sad.
Even in your made-up dreams, you have to downplay your shitty, sad accomplishments.
Funny that you're a pastor and yet your goal is to
run with the spirit of the devil.
That's right.
Because that's who Trump is. He's the devil. Yeah. But I'm guessing, if we ask some of the altar boys in your congregation what kind of guy you are, they'll say you've touched all of them.
Yeah, deeply.
Yes.
And
that running with the devil is exactly who you are and what you should do.
While Ginsburg's passing was mourned by many, some pro-life lawmakers viewed their death as a victory for their cause. On Friday, Georgia Republican Representative Doug Collins tweeted, RIP to the more than 30 million babies that have been murdered during the decades that Ruth Bader Ginsburg defended.
That's what he tweeted.
Yeah, that's what
Isn't Doug Collins the one who beat Roy Moore?
No, that's not Doug Collins.
Sorry.
No, that's Doug Jones, and he's a good dude. Doug Collins, to me, he is now bringing shame to Doug Collins, the former coach of the Chicago Bulls.
Thank you.
You're bringing shame to that guy.
And by the way, RIP to you. I would tweet RIP to you saying that you're pro-life. It's clear to me, and I'm saying this with every ounce of fire in my heart, the wrong person got cancer.
Yep.
These two guys should have gotten pancreatic
both
cancer.
of you guys. Enjoy it. Enjoy all the cancer.
With @real Donald Trump nominating a replacement that values human life, generations of unborn children have a chance to live. Guys, got news for you. The real Donald Trump has probably paid for more abortions than you can count on all your congregants' hands.
Out of the 30 million.
Well, that's not fair. Hold on a second. There's no way Trump ever paid for an abortion.
He didn't pay for anything.
He made them pay for their abortions.
Yeah,
he just made the women take care of it, and they would pay for it.
Because he's pro-life.
He is pro-life in that way.
Pro-life in that way.
Pro-life of the lives that he's ruined.
There you go.
We found him. This is the new leader in the clubhouse.
Leader in the clubhouse. You're the new low. He's like several strokes under par.
Someone give him corona. Someone just do it.
Give this guy coronavirus.
You've earned it. You've earned it, my man. You don't need a mask. Hey, let God take care of you.
Let God take you into that deep night.
Yeah. But I want you to suffer along the way.
I do too, and then we can tweet about you.
All right. That's a show.
That's how we do.
There you go.
Want you to go into the weekend and please do something that you enjoy. Come see our show. You just enjoy it go out in your own living room. That's tomorrow night. Live Dumb Peopletown, 6:30. Get your tickets. There are probably a couple left. Eventbrite.com. Live Dumb Peopletown. We'll see you there. Have a great weekend. Stay connected. Stay protected. Don't get infected. This is not a hoax.
But we got the jokes.
Please wear a mask. We'll see you on Monday.
La-ti-da-ti-da-ti-da. La-ti-da.